Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rogues Gallery Live. Hey guys, welcome back. And like I said, this is Rogues Gallery Live. This is episode number 68. We have a ton to talk about tonight. We also are going to be doing a Sideshow Con wrap-up. These fine gentlemen and also Dan did a phenomenal job in my absence. I feel completely I could do that anytime, and you guys would just take the reins and do better than I do. So you guys did an awesome job, so I really appreciate you guys standing in. While I was gone to Florida. I am back. I'm back in the Batcave after just about being gone about 2 weeks. And so it's really great to be back. And so we need to wrap up that last Sunday day. We're going to talk a little bit about China Joy, which is a convention this weekend. We know for sure Queen Studios is going to be there and hopefully other statues as well. I believe we have a reaction show sometime this weekend, so stay tuned to that. But we have a lot to do, a lot of photos that we either didn't see or from other companies from the other night. So I think we have about 100 photos to look through. So without further ado, let's introduce the panel. We have with us, as always, Mr. Eric B. right here. How are you doing, Eric?
I'm doing good. Hey, everybody. Welcome back, Chris.
Thank you very much. It's good to be back. We also have with us Mr. Jeff Morris.
Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well.
Doing great. And last but certainly not least, we have Mr. Jeff Delaney from the Secret Sanctuary over on YouTube. How's it going, sir?
I'm doing really well. Coming to you live from the high desert of California where it's 95 degrees.
At 95, I bet it's dry heat.
It is.
I just came from a place that was also 95 degrees, but as soon as you walk out the door, you have a pound of sweat just fall off your face.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh my God, it was so hot. Most days felt like 108.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we lucked out really well with the rain. I guess the rain came the day later. Like we were at Disney and yesterday it flooded Tomorrowland. Like it was so much rain.
I saw that picture.
Pretty crazy. We've actually been there one time when it did that. And we were like, it's up to our ankles. And it was just pretty nuts. It doesn't drain very well. But anyway, it's very good to be back. I missed seeing all of you guys and seeing everybody in the chat. And so I do want to say hello to everybody, and then we'll get started. We got some exciting reveals tonight. One that was just given to me about a half hour ago from Queen Studios. So I'm really excited to show you that. We'll do that real quick off the bat here because I know you guys are going to want to see it. So anyway, let me say hello to everybody. We've got Thornton Applebottom in the house. Chester Smith. Hey, Chester. Vane 21. Already ordered the Tweeterhead Scarecrow and really want to see this new PF Catwoman. Congratulations. We'll talk about that Catwoman tonight. Brotherhood member Borg Cube 1 of 2. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it as always. Captain Trenchcoat, another member. Got Nathan Chaffman. Eric B in the house. I know that guy. Daniel B. Daniel Brunson. Good evening, Rogues. We got John T in the house. Hey, John. Let's see. We've got... I'm not sure how you say it. Is it would you say Jado? J-O maybe? I'm not sure. Hopefully I said that right. But, well, thank you for being here. DC Marvel United. Nelson Ortega. Ryan E. Ryan Henson, another Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here. We got KVC 1986. Another member, Tone, is here. How's everybody doing? Glad to be here. Well, I think we're doing all great tonight. Jeff Morris, of course. We have him in the panel here tonight, as always. We've got Kenneth Lavario. Hello to you. We got John says, I can't wait for the Crow statue to go on P order. Well, that's a whole different thing. Right there.
That's new.
That's new. We don't want to go into that one.
No, correct.
Gucci Man, hello to you. We got Max Geekdom. We got some new people in here that I haven't seen tonight. This is great. Mike Stainbrook, Brotherhood member. Thanks for being here, Mike. We got JW Statues in the house. Thank you for being here. Paula, as always, thank you, Paula. Chester says Chester's in the house. I like that. We have Ezra, Brotherhood member. Ezra, Corey Hall. Got so many members tonight. The Bat family is finally back. Much love, everyone. Thanks. Same to you, Seth. Was Dan scared off after his hosting duties? No, he had some events that he had to attend tonight, so he RSVPs and wishes he could be here with you guys tonight. But Dan will be back, and he did a phenomenal job. So thanks again to Dan.
He did.
He really did. I sent him a video of showing him how to do everything, and I figured, he would forget everything because it's a lot to remember, especially when you're live. And he did a phenomenal job. He did a just absolutely fantastic job. Carl is here. Great to see you back from vacay. I'm glad to be back from vacay. Although I wish I was still there a little bit, but 2 weeks is a long time to be gone. I think that's the longest I've ever been on vacation ever, I think. Have you guys ever had a 2-week vacation?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
No.
It's long enough that you feel like when you get to the second week, you almost feel like you live in the place you're visiting.
Yeah, you do. You settle in, if you will. You settle in.
You can give directions to people.
Yeah,
I'd like to try and find out.
That's right. Well, I hope you can soon. Matt T in the house. We've got Jay Conservative 76, Nicholas Capote, Danny Spencer. Yeah, great job. Dan did a phenomenal job. Bat Beast is here. 100% on Rotten. Yeah, I heard it's like close to 100%, like 98% for Suicide Squad on Rotten Tomatoes. And
I think it was after like 15 reviews though. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I watched 7 or 8 different YouTube reviews on it today that were professional and people that had saw just an early screening. Everything was great. Everybody loved it. They said that it was probably the best DC movie ever.
Wow.
Some people have even said that I've seen said that it's the best comic book movie of all time. And that is crazy high praise.
James
Gunn, man.
I know.
And some of his other movies that are not so popular, I really liked his movies. There's a little dark humor to him, and I think that might be exactly what it needed to do this.
Mm-hmm.
We will. Paula's asking to hear our thoughts about the new Suicide Squad movie. Well, hopefully we'll all go see it, and maybe we can have a reaction show. Maybe we can talk about it and see what we think.
No, it's going to be on HBO Max.
Is it really?
Same day.
You have to pay for it, the $30 or whatever.
No.
Wow.
It's included in, like every month they've had a big movie like the Godzilla, King Kong, and then the new Conjuring movie. I think the Suicide Squad is the one for August.
You're kidding.
That's awesome.
Well, when they announced at the end of last year or the beginning of this year, that whole lineup, like all those movies, that was one of them.
That's crazy. Daniel, yes, I did stand in front of the Millennium Falcon. Absolutely. We rose Rise of the Resistance twice, which is just phenomenal. We had a lot of young kids. What?
That blew my mind.
It's just so good. It's just
I didn't know what I was getting into, and it was so much better than I expected.
I had written it, online, the POV views and stuff from YouTube, because I watch probably 5 or 6 Disney YouTubers a day, usually. And so I knew exactly what I was getting into. And when we were there in February, my wife got us 3 boarding passes, and we got 2 this time because we were only going to be in Hollywood Studios twice. But I'm still just amazed, like how much technology is going on in that ride at the same time to be working. It's just
like there's different parts to that ride. It's like, you feel like you've literally been taken hostage.
Right. Yep.
And I went in completely blind. I hadn't watched any YouTube videos at all. And so when those doors opened into that hangar and you're confronted by 40 stormtroopers?
Yep.
Totally blew my mind.
So are they always there, those stormtroopers, or was that like some special event?
They're always there. They are all animatronics.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Real people.
And they have some real people on the outside usually walking around. But those are all animatronics, and they have some in the second part of the queue. And of course, they have some on the ride as well. But I think all the ones on the ride are projection. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to go, it's just, I know you're going, Eric.
Yeah, I'm headed out there next month. Like you were saying, on a 2-week vacation. I'm headed out for 7 days. That's the longest. Like usually I go on vacation 3 or 4 days because of work. I'm like, wow, 7 days. This is gonna be a long vacation.
Yeah,
You're
7
out
days
there
will be
for 2
great.
weeks. I'm like, I'm jealous.
I can give you some tips on how to get the boarding passes.
Okay, yeah. All right, I'll talk to you about that.
So anyway, it's just phenomenal. So yes, I did get to do that. Dominic Smith, a new member. Thank you very much, Dominic. Really appreciate you becoming a member. Thank you, and welcome to the Brotherhood of the Bat. Vanilla Gomez. What's Chris in the panel? I didn't see the Catwoman Sideshow statue. We'll talk about that tonight, Lionheart. Suicide Squad may be a hit. IGN gave it a 9. Well, that's, again, it's fantastic. Oh, okay, I'll call you John then. Thank you. Let's see. We got Brad in the house. Hey, Brad. We've got Archangel in the house. So many members tonight. There you go. Levi says, yo, I'm back. We've got Carl here. We've got Dennis. Diaz here. Let's see. Oh, Arch says I got Dan tied up in my man cave. So there you go. Unsilenced Chaos. I just ordered the Tweeterhead Scarecrow. Congratulations on that.
And Joker.
Man. Buzzdog, man, did he look good at Sideshow Con or what?
Yep.
Greg Fulks. When you're in Florida, it is wet bulb that will get you. It's just so sticky. Let's see. I think I've got another member here. Let's see. I don't know where right here. Carl Nordstrom's just became a member as well. Thank you very much, Carl. Thank you. Corey Hall's here. I think I'm getting caught up. Gotham's Mine, another Brotherhood member. Thank you. Dan Blaster, Ryan, Gabriel. Let's see. I think Bird Peanut. I think the Millennium Falcon would have made me fanboy cry. Yeah, it's phenomenal. My wife doesn't like that ride. We actually did not ride it this time because she gets motion sick. So that one we didn't do this time, but it's fun. Did you ride it, Jeff?
Not. Yeah, we rode it a long time ago. It's pretty good.
It's like you ride it once and it's like the same every time. I wish it had different missions or something. That would be cool. Ashley's in the chat. Hey, Ashley. I think she might be joining us later. I'm not sure. Leonidas says, I just received the Daniel Bell Bane. Congratulations. Yeah, I absolutely love this guy. He is phenomenal. Kevin's here. We've got Lane, Charlie, Midnight Dip. Got a lot of folks in here. 119 people watching right now. Thank you guys very much for that. Please hit that like button if you would. So I want to show you guys something that I just got from Queen Studios tonight. And I'll show you a few photos that I have, but this was revealed to us. Here we go. Boom. So this is a 1-to-1 Ledger Joker. And you might say, well, didn't we just see this from Infiniti Studios? And yes, we did. And I did order that one, by the way, which I'm very, very excited about. Of course, it's just a half bust. But so these are some behind the scenes photos. So these are not finished. These are just some in progress behind the scenes photos. But it's looking like it's going to be a 1-to-1 life-size figure. What do you guys think of that as opposed to just the bust? What do you guys think?
I think it's out of my league.
Yeah.
You won't need a display stand. You can just stand them up on the floor, so that's good.
I'm thinking 10 grand.
10. It could be more than that.
Yeah, it could be.
It could be. I mean, he's not very bulky. I mean, he's not like, like a big Batman. I mean, how much of some of those been? Like, I know Sideshow has done some life-size figures. Have they all been around 10 grand? Like for like a life-size C-3PO or Darth Vader or something like that?
Hot Toys did the Ben Affleck Batman, and of course, that was when BBS came out, and it was over 8,000.
How much was the bust, Chris?
For $4,005.
And
I don't know. I don't know where the $5 comes from. I thought that was
It's
pretty
all
funny.
those reward codes they handed out that nobody got.
So, and that's like waist up, right?
Waist up. So another $6,000 for.
I wouldn't expect. Yeah, I wouldn't expect an additional $6,000 for waist down.
It's just pants.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly tailoring. It's just a mannequin under there.
It's just pants.
But it could be 8.
Dominic says $8,000 maybe. 4,000 more. See, I can't imagine $4,000 more for legs. It just doesn't make any sense. Although there would be a base, so you have to consider a base to hold this thing up.
Yeah.
If you look at did you see DT's Joker when he put it together?
Yeah,
that amazed me how it was in pieces.
It was a
That
mannequin.
surprised me.
It's just a mannequin. Like it's a
With a
mannequin
head.
torso, and then you put the head in, and it's very similar to.
It was a little disappointing.
It's very.
the clothes look good, but
it's just very similar to what Prime 1 did with their half scale, like where you had to dress the darn thing, and this is what you have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another strange video to watch you dressing the mannequin.
Yes, so I'm going to have one more really weird, awkward. It was weird. It was awkward watching DT try to do it. So I don't know. Like, sorry, I just missed. Django says, "Why is his hair so well groomed?"
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
That what we were saying before the show when we were looking at this is like, I think this is phenomenal. Although the hair is maybe a little too thick. In my opinion, Ledger had very thinning hair, and so, and I see this as a problem on a lot of Heath Ledger Joker things. It's like his hair was super thin and just very greasy and stringy.
Yeah.
But it'll be real interesting. So I'm anxious to hear from the chat. Maybe would you guys like this to be a bust, or would you rather it be a full figure like this? Obviously, if they go this route. And let's say they did a torso, so Queen Studios really hasn't been doing many of the full torsos. They've been just doing the shoulder look. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you guys like to see them kind of do the same thing as Infiniti, or do you like the fact that they're doing more traditional busts? I don't know.
I personally don't think this is going to be a bust. I think it's just a full figure like they've been setting up at the cons already. Even if it was a bust and you just cut it in half, I don't think I like it better than the other one.
Any particular reason why?
To be dead honest, like I said, you know better than me because you know his face better. I don't think it looks as good as the other one. Resemblance or just the pose and the way he's looking down, I don't think it works as a bust.
I do feel like I have studied his face a lot. I feel like there are angles from this side of his face on the Infiniti Studios that I don't feel is accurate.
Mm-hmm.
This I feel is very accurate. From this angle. Again, I'm going to need to see more. There's something, I don't know. There's something a little bit too tall about the forehead maybe or something. I'm not sure. Again, I just don't know if it's because the hair is not, again, these are behind the scenes. So this is not like finished. This is not.
Like the hairline's off.
I mean, he did have a very high hairline, but I think it's just because the hair is so thick. It's throwing me for a loop a little bit. But I do think that the face sculpt is very, very good.
Yeah.
Especially this one. Like I feel like that's very, very good. So I guess we'll see. But anyway, I was really excited to get those photos tonight. Kind of premiere them here. It's really exciting. But let's see. Carl says they nailed it. They nailed his eyes, but tripped in his hair. So again, I just think that they're still playing around with it.
It's probably early.
Yeah, it looks like they were still working. I think the one where he was back to where you could see the full figure, I don't even think he had the eye makeup on, did he? It looked like he was missing it.
No, that was that was clearly before they even painted.
Yeah, so I mean,
the black yet.
Yeah,
so
things that are missing.
Yeah. So again, these are just behind the scenes photos, just to give us an idea of what could be coming. We were mentioning it before, like they'd had that life-size Neo at Wonderfest, but hasn't gone up for pre-order, but it looks like it might actually be a full-size figure instead of just
and the Hulkbuster, I think it was just for the show, but then so many people were like, well, will you sell it and make it, we'll buy it. So I think they're working on that too.
Yeah, I mean, if they can get enough people, it's a no-brainer.
Mhm.
But
Can you imagine sitting on that Hulkbuster?
yeah, be insane. Ryan says, speaking of Queen and Joker, Police Officer Joker, really? I think it's great, Ryan. It's something different. If everybody's doing the same Joker, do a Joker that's different. Why not? As far as I know, the only company to ever do a police officer Joker is Hot Toys.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that one's probably pretty rare to find. I don't know. Maybe Jeff Morris would know more than I would on that one.
Rarely do you see one for sale that of course, I've not looked, but they're all pretty pricey. All of the Heath Ledger Hot Toys figures.
They do well.
But I agree with somebody made the comment about the nurse.
Yeah, right.
If somebody would do the nurse, you could sell the hell out of it.
I agree. I personally would rather, and Greg Folks said the same thing, should have done Nurse Joker instead. I would have personally preferred them do the nurse over the police officer. Because he still has that makeup. And again, we're going to see some photos here, and I have a video of it as well. So it'll be real interesting to see how well that one's received. I don't know the scale at this point. I personally think it's going to be quarter.
It's 1/3 and 1/6.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The video
I'm way off. The
video that you have probably at the very beginning, if it's the one I'm thinking of, shows someone holding the 1/3 portrait, and right next to it is the 1/6 portrait.
Okay. I noticed there were two portraits, but I couldn't tell the scale of what they were showing.
Were confused because a certain distributor we all know and love has it on their website as a half scale statue, and I just contacted them and they said no, it's 1/3 and 1/6.
Okay. Yeah, it's like the Catwoman. They did the 1/3 and 1/6.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Which is a great option. They're doing that. Like I was telling Jeff in his group, I was like, I wish they would do 1/3 and 1/4. How many times do we see pieces and say, "Oh, I wish that was 1/4"? Or for you guys, you're like, "I wish that was 1/3."
So do you think this? They did the one that you ordered too, Jeff. The open coat with the grenades.
Yeah.
Is that going to be like a one-off? It seems like that's their only. They just don't seem like they have a lot of quarter scale now. It's like it's all that 1/3, 1/6 stuff. You think that's the direction they're going? They're going to kind of go away from the quarter scale to avoid, I don't know, competition with Sideshow maybe? I'm not sure.
They're doing some Marvel stuff in quarter, aren't they? Aren't they doing a
Spider-Man?
Scarlett Johansson Black Widow is supposed to be something that they're going to reveal sometime in the near future.
Yeah, Spider-Man, the Wonder Woman was quarter scale, right? From them?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But those are comic book pieces, right? Or was the Black Widow movie?
Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's right. She was a movie.
And the Spider-Man is movie.
That's true. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. It's kind of confusing because if you're trying to plan out, like, I'd love to have a quarter scale this Joker, a quarter scale that Joker, quarter scale this Two-Face, but you just don't know because they're kind of more going to the third.
Yeah.
But especially in the same movie genre, like it's all from the same films. So anyway, let's see. Wanda Quinn says if they do multiple sizes, then they need to have reasonable pricing for the smaller one. Queen Studios Catwoman 1/6 was overpriced to me. What do you guys think about that price point? I didn't think it was that bad. It was less than 800, right?
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
I thought it was okay to get the Batpod.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was just her by herself, yes, that'd be ridiculous. But I think the pricing was fairly good.
Yeah.
On that. Well, do you want to start tonight to go into some of the Sideshow Con Sunday footage?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that. Whoop. Wrong button. All right. Can you guys see the screen okay?
Yep.
Okay. Not sure if I need to. Let's see. That's better. So I'm just going to kind of forward through some of the stuff that they showed, they did show the Infiniti Studios Superman bust on Sunday. And I think this one, to me, this one's just okay. I feel like the likeness is pretty good, but the hair looks kind of weird to me.
Yeah,
I agree.
And I want to like this one more, but I just feel like this is their weakest one so far.
Yeah, we need a Cavill bust as Superman, not Clark Kent tearing open his shirt. And you're right, the hair looks really funky.
Yeah, it looks like it is a wig, but it looks like a wig.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks wiggy.
It's like a bad John Cena haircut or something. I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah. But anyway, I mean, the statue itself looks fine. It's just I feel like that's one of their weakest ones for whatever reason. But move on to this one. This one I really like. We've talked about this one on the show before, but I still think this one's a lot of fun. What did you guys think about this one at the booth?
Yeah, I think it looks good. I think they had an interview with the artist, if I remember correctly, and they were asking why the Joker's in the canon. Usually, it's the other way around. And basically, his answer was, Harley's, her own person now. She's doing her own thing, and that's the art direction they went in.
That's a good answer. Did they ever say if the Joker could come out?
Though it's the older style suit, but
yeah, that's true. Did they ever say?
No, I don't think they. I don't think they mentioned if he comes out. I'm assuming he doesn't.
I like it.
I do too.
Yeah, it looks good.
I keep debating whether to pick it up or not. I just don't know where I'd put her.
Mm-hmm.
But I love how shiny she is. I'm contemplating selling my Harley premium format, the Jester.
Okay.
But I would still like to have a Jester represented somewhere in my collection. So I keep debating whether to get this one or not. But it's definitely a scale I don't collect. Did this end up being like 1/5 ish, somewhere in there?
I don't
Maybe.
recall.
I don't know. It seemed like an odd scale.
Want to say hello to Ashley? Who's just joined us. Hey, Ashley.
Sorry, I'm late.
No worries. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm here now, so it's all good.
All
Welcome
right.
back.
It sounds like you might have been in a rush.
Just a tad.
Just a little bit. Well, you go get yourself a beverage, take a deep breath, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's get back into this. Okay. Whoop. There we go. All right. So then we also got to see the Bat Cave, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see how big it is. It's always really nice to be able to see. I know you guys talked a little bit about these display stands also. I kind of dig these things. I like the lights on them. I looked them up today, and they're around like $580-ish.
How much? 500?
Yeah, 580. It depends on what size you get, but this one, the ones with the light up panels at the top, I was like, I kind of want to pick up a couple of these. I like them.
Yeah, I really like the pedestals. Like, I just built my own pedestals, and then I saw this like a few days later. I'm like, wow, that's a great idea how they implemented the lights inside the pedestal bottom. I was like, I should have did that.
I think that looks great. I don't really like the ones with the spotlight shining up, but this one with just that flat light on the top, I think that looks really good.
Yeah.
But anyway, I also thought it seems like I always still wonder about the Prime 1 Sideshow relationship, and the fact that they're showing this, that makes me happy. Because sometimes, they don't put stuff up right away.
Yeah.
I always wonder if they're, everybody's like, when are they going to go up on Sideshow? When are they going to go up on Sideshow? So, this one was good to see. And,
people were asking about different things during one of their, live chats, and they responded they had no idea
about when things are going to go up.
Yeah, they had no idea.
It's always funny. They always say, well, we're waiting for Prime 1. And Prime One says we're waiting for Sideshow. So
Yeah.
they do that every single time this comes up, which I think is pretty hilarious.
I'm still surprised you didn't go with the Hush portrait, Chris, when you ordered it.
I really like that portrait, but I don't know if I would display it. Like I just prefer the traditional. Like this is one of the deluxe sculpts right here with the smile.
Yeah.
But I just like the regular. I like the regular sculpt. And I feel like that's what I would display it at. I would display him as the serious, not the angry, not the unmasked, just the serious, him walking forward portrait.
Yeah. I would have bought it off.
It's
I
going
got
to
the
cost a lot. That's going to cost you a pretty penny in shipping.
This one?
To get the Hush portrait from Prime One?
Yeah, that's true.
That's like $800.
Yeah, that's a good point also.
That was, to me.
I'll say you could just take some of your own bandage and just mummy him.
That's
mummy
right.
his face. And
although I did think about pairing this one up with that cover. Just to have that bandage portrait. I thought that would have been kind of cool. But we've seen Robin before. I was real surprised they had him on display.
Yeah.
And this Batman, I was again hoping for something new.
Yep.
We didn't get it. They did have the Hulk, or not the Hulk Buster, the Justice Buster on display as well. So this gives you kind of an idea. We have Amy standing right here, and Wendy, right? Wendy, I think.
I think so.
I think so. I think so. I know for Amy, just her knowledge is phenomenal about these pieces. But it gives you kind of an idea how big this is going to be next to her.
It looks phenomenal.
Yeah,
it does. It really, really looks great. Considered to be kind of quote unquote quarter scale.
yeah.
You can buy Batman separately on Sideshow's website, which is cool. But it is massive, and it just looks awesome. I love to see. We always see like photos of these things, and they look good. But just something about a camera footage of the real statue, like it's so much better to me every time.
That's bigger than a manhole cover.
Yeah, that base is Prime One beam.
I mean, look at their hands on this. I mean, that it is.
It's cool.
It is really cool. I know it's kind of a one-shot, issue with this thing, but it's still an awesome piece. And if you want to pair it up, if you already have a Hulkbuster or something, I think it's a really cool piece to pair it up with the two. But little Marvel DC love. But anyway, I thought that looked really great on Sunday.
And it lights up. I'm sure they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't have it all lit up.
Yeah.
I am too. And maybe they didn't even know it could. It's possible, but lots of detail. Let's see. We'll move on from. We spent quite a bit of time on it.
Yeah.
Then
There's
let's
too
move
much
on
detail.
let's move on to this girl. So this was the the big show reveal.
Sold.
Sold. Did Mr. Delaney buy this one?
Well, it's not up for pre-order.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's not. All right. Sorry, I meant to say, are you going to buy this one?
I keep trying to give them money and they won't take it yet. It's not up. But I would say that the big reveal for me would be Captain America. But this is a close second, and both of them will be definite purchases.
I think Captain America was the hit of the show for me, in terms of just really awesome sculpt.
Yep.
I think that they did a phenomenal job with him. I like Dr. Doom as well, but I feel like that was the big hit for me. I think this one is very good. I love the crowbar. I like the simple base on this. It's a very low profile base, obviously a fabric cape. I do feel like this one's kind of been done before with Harley, the pose wise.
Yep.
It's a little bit repetitive. What do you guys think of the face sculpt on this? I feel like she looks really young.
Younger than the last PF of her, but still an adult. She doesn't look 14.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, no, I think it's a beautiful portrait and a very confident portrait. I like it a lot.
She resembles a little bit of Catwoman to me.
I forgot Ashley was here. Chris, you got the banner on her again.
Oh, darn it.
I don't know if I like it better than the other one or the first one. I don't know.
So there's and I don't know if you guys have this. There's a family statue that has Commissioner Gordon, Huntress, Catwoman, Nightwing, Batman, and I think that's it. It could have, and Robin. And that Huntress, that's what that family statue very much resembles, to me, this one right here. And it looks great.
Yeah.
Did they show any switch outs for this yet or no? No, right?
No, they didn't show any switch outs for anything.
They didn't. And I was surprised. But I don't know if this one necessarily needs a swap out. I think that maybe a portrait change out. I don't know exactly what they would do differently.
Well, I could see this paired with Black Canary, and that has no switch outs at all,
Yeah.
and also has a small base.
Yeah, I don't think it needs it.
I don't either. I think what they have here is really good. I do like this one a lot better than the original.
I mean, there's pretty much nothing you could do other than a proximity piece or her portrait. So
Yeah.
the portrait's perfect, so I don't think they're going to change the portrait.
And I can't see them switching out her arms in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fixed.
That just
You know what
seems
I
like
also
too
like
much for them to do.
What I also like about this one is that it's a slightly different body type than Sideshow goes with. She's a bit thicker,
Yeah, she is thicker. Yeah.
which I think is great.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. I feel like their sculpts have over the last 3 years or so have been overall becoming more realistic,
Mhm.
Which I love. I love the realism.
Me too.
I just think it's so much better than what they used to do. And I can see this one being very popular. Obviously, they continue to go with the female characters. They sell very well, obviously. But I think, as you guys even said the other night, it's just like they're all repetitive characters. They've all been done before. And Huntress has been done before. So anyway, we saw Harley. Let me move on a little bit more. Let's talk about this one again, because this one's been controversial. A lot of people have not liked this one because of the portraits. I noticed that they did not have the blonde portraits on during the show. But does this new footage of the Iron Studios third scale Harley, does this do anything to improve your thoughts on this piece?
No.
No.
I never hated it. Like I'm still on record as I think it's decent.
Decent.
I've seen worse.
So what do you give it out of 10?
See, now I would never display. Well, I'm not used to her wearing a jester mask with that type of outfit. So I don't know if I would use the jester head, even though I think that's probably one of the better ones. So I'm going to knock off points for that. Otherwise, I think it's at least a solid 8 for everything else. I mean,
I would give this one a 7.
Okay.
I really like the overall statue. I just wish the head sculpts were better.
Yeah.
But I doubt they're going to do anything differently, would be my guess. I mean, it would be awesome if we got a thing from them saying, oh, we're going to retweak the blonde portraits.
So a lot of use like the Hell on Wheels Harley Quinn. For me, I think she looks, too pretty. I don't want every single statue to look like she's like a supermodel. I think she looks fine.
Yep.
I'd give it a 4.
Oh, ouch.
Wow. You're a lot nicer than I would be.
Oh, what would you give it, Ashley?
Are we judging on the face sculpts or without the face sculpts?
The whole
The entire
thing.
thing. It's 2. I
2.
say 2.
Okay.
It's just bad from top to bottom for me.
Here's where I stand. Okay, it's just that I don't know where my eye is supposed to go. Okay, like it's not really pleasing to look at. Okay, I don't know whether I want to look at her face or the clown that's next to her or her boobs for whatever reason. Okay, the outfit doesn't really work with the head sculpt, at least in my opinion. And it just seems off. The entire thing just doesn't seem well balanced. Like with Huntress, you can go from top to bottom and not have a problem. This one's so all over the place. Like my eye wants to go to the hyena, it wants to go to the clown, it wants to go to her boobs, it wants to go to, and I don't know why her boobs, but it's so everywhere and it's chaotic. And I know
maybe because they're as big as her head.
Yeah, and that's very possible. But that's not, I don't see how that's supposed to be pleasing to the eye. That's why I say it's a 2.
I think you were the one, or it was either you or Jeff that said something about that she looks like she needs to go pee. And
that was me.
Yeah, and it's like,
you know, the pee dance.
The pee dance. And so that's another thing. It's like, it's kind of distracting.
She looks like a drunk cosplayer that needs to go to the bathroom.
Now there's just some things we're just not going to be able to unsee now because of our comments, but
you're welcome.
It's too much money to be this iffy.
There you go. Too much money to be this iffy. There you go.
The best statues tell a story. This one doesn't tell me a story at all. It's just a mishmash of all
doesn't know where it's going.
related stuff.
Yes.
And like we've said over and over again that like Harley's moved on from Joker. Like we don't need all the Joker stuff mixed in with Harley anymore.
Yeah, know who she is.
Yeah, let her be her own thing. And I think that that's fine too. I am hoping that Iron Studios listens to feedback. This statue for me could be a big change if they updated the blonde head, the portraits. I just think they were awful. And so I'm hoping that they do something different. If they don't, I don't think this one will sell very well.
Did they show this one from the front? I've not seen any pictures of this that looks good.
This is from I don't remember who makes this
Iron
one.
Studios.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is their diorama. That
Wonder Woman face does not look cute.
I don't know if we've.
I almost bought
this one. I can't remember. I mean, she obviously has a very big rage face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But what do you think about the overall statue itself? Do you not like it?
It's okay.
The face bugs me. It doesn't matter how good the rest of it is. It's too cartoony to go with the rest of it. I don't know.
I like it. I was about to buy it and put it on top of my bookcase, but it was about 2 inches too tall, so that didn't work out. But yeah, I've seen pictures of her face, so I don't know if it's just the pictures or if it's the statue itself where her face didn't look so great. But it is a smaller piece, so you know it's hard to capture details sometimes, especially in pictures.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I think he looks fine.
Yeah, the rest of it. But it's like a character like this, you got to get that face good.
It looks decent from there, but you can't see it too well.
Just gonna see if
I felt like her mouth was out of proportion for the rest of her face.
I like that there's a power demon on it. You don't really see too many power demons in statues.
And that she has it lassoed.
Yeah, that's cool.
They also showed the Superman Batman. I think, Jeff, did you say the other night that this is something you're considering getting this set?
Maybe. I really like the Nightmare Batman. And the black suit Superman's kind of a little different. I've got a regular suit.
I do really like the Nightmare Batman. I think he looks really good. He's got really good portraits too.
Yeah, the first one they did is you're $500 a pop now if you can get a used one.
Crazy how fast that went up.
I think the Superman is growing on me.
Really?
A little bit, yeah. Each time I see it.
Well, just remember, you're a Batman collector.
Really cool.
I said it was growing on me. I didn't say I wanted it.
That's right. That's right.
I am not confused, Chris.
All right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we didn't need some therapy for you, some intervention time.
Where did you go?
That's right. I know. That's right.
You're gone.
You're gone. Where did you go?
I'm gone?
Yeah.
We can't see you. There you are.
Okay.
That was really weird. Did it just do that right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay. Well, I think that was just about everything that they showed on Sunday, at least the first part, DC wise. Do you think that this was the hit of that particular show, Huntress?
You You mean of Sunday?
Of Sunday, yeah, of Sunday.
Mm,
From Sideshow, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Sideshow. I think the Prime One pieces showed up Sideshow.
I do really think that in the event, let me go ahead and exit out of that real quick. I do feel like out of that Sideshow event, they really focus more on their. Oh, hold on, I got the wrong camera going here. I wonder why that did that. There we go. I feel like they really focus on everybody else.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, Jem said they had the Catwoman backstage, but they didn't show it.
You're kidding. I wonder why.
And they obviously had the Batgirl because she shipped
Yeah.
Right.
the variant.
Yeah.
Why did they not have? Did he get pictures of Catwoman?
I bet he
I
did.
don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
if it was backstage, probably not. I think anything behind the stuff they are not allowed to take photos of.
That makes no sense.
He was saying they gave him very little time to even review everything. So I think if he did have something, he probably would have shared it by now.
Yeah.
And he didn't really do reviews. Those 2-minute videos were just kind of,
Yeah.
here it is.
Here it
It
is.
wasn't really a review.
Yeah.
That's not a
And
criticism. That's what it was.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
just
but
think that's
some
what,
of his videos were better than his Doctor Doom made it look better than their video did. I don't know if it was the podium lighting threw it off, but it looked way too brown.
I think some of their lighting was a little weird at times, but overall their presentation was a million times better than last year.
Yeah.
I'm just so impressed with the way they were able to make that look so much better. Their whole space looked better. I think Jim did a phenomenal job. I'm really happy for him that he got to do that again. Hopefully one day we'll get the opportunity. The Rogues will take over Sideshow, and that would be amazing to be able to experience that there. But I think like you said, Jeff, I think they gave him 2 minutes, and it's just is what it is. Like it's just like, he did his best he could in the amount of time they probably gave him. But well, let's look at some more photos, shall we?
Yep.
We got lots to see, so let's do that. Whoa. All right, so we started off looking at some of these. So if you're just joined us, these were given to us earlier from Queen Studios of a 1-to-1 scale Joker. It'd be interesting to see if you think this is silicone.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Probably.
Wonder.
Looks like it. Yeah.
See, that doesn't look like Joker to me. That looks like Jim Carrey.
Well, they don't have the makeup finished yet on him.
That's true.
But if you,
I feel like they need to bring the head up a little.
I agree.
The angle.
Yeah.
It's too like he's almost looking straight down at the floor.
Mm-hmm.
it needs to be like crooked and up a little.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If it was a bust, I don't think it would work because he's just looking down.
I do think the sculpt looks really great. But it'll be interesting to see more developments. Again, we're planning on doing a reaction show, so we might see more this weekend from China Joy. So stay tuned to the channel. We'll probably most likely do it Saturday night, but stay tuned. I'll update everyone. Probably do 7 o'clock like our normal time, Central Standard Time, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. So stay tuned to the channel, and hopefully we'll see more of this guy and see what they do with him.
Chris, does that pose remind you of any particular scene in the movie?
I think it's supposed to be the "Here's my card." Just
right.
The way his fingers are posed. I think that's what they were going to go for here. I think it's just real simple. I think they could have gone the grenade route. I think that would have been awesome. If they had their grenades and the card up. I think that would have taken it to another level. Again, we're going to see what they're going to do. But just having his arms straight down, I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe they could do something a little bit different. But
they need a professional hairdresser because it looks like they took a curling iron and just,
yeah,
a salon hair or something.
We were talking before. Again, it's just
It's very. They've got his hair on point. If he was going to prom,
yeah. I don't know if they use wigs or if they hand punch or not. But I said I had their original Ledger Joker, and it was it's too much hair. Like, it needs to be thinner. Heath Ledger was thinning, had really thinning hair. Was losing his hair, but still was keeping it long, and so it looked real greasy and dirty to me a lot of the time. And this is just way too thick.
Mhm.
And so and again, I just want to remind everybody, these are the first time we've seen these tonight, and these are behind the scenes, so these are not finished.
I think it looks good.
I mean, for what it is, it looks great already. I'm already really happy with it.
Yeah.
I think it looks very much like him, and I think the tailoring looks really good too.
I think the white is too dark.
The white,
Yeah.
like it's too thick on him. Yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't that thick in the movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think especially in this picture right here, this one looks better to me a little bit, but I can see I see what you're saying. But again, I'm assuming they're playing around with that as we speak. Yeah.
I wish they would have took a picture before they put the makeup on, because it looks like they're applying the makeup right now.
Yeah, right.
Just
like
be
right
curious
there.
to see how he looks without the makeup.
Yeah, and that's really what sells it. If you have a good portrait without the makeup and you know it's him, then that tells you it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're really excited. Again, we'll see more hopefully this weekend. Let's talk about this one. You mentioned it earlier, Jeff, about Jim being able to see this one backstage. A lot of people have critiqued the fact that we just had a Catwoman a year ago. A brand new Catwoman, and I own that one. She's fantastic.
She is.
And to be honest, I think I like this one more though. What do you guys think?
I like the previous one better.
I don't know. You think it will be completely sculpted?
I do.
Yeah.
If it's completely sculpted, I might be tempted, but not to replace the last one, but it's a nice change. But if it's fabric, I'm out.
So,
are you guys starting to feel like Sideshow has kind of given up on their experiment of action-y poses?
Yep.
It feels like they're going way back to old school museum.
Yep.
Well, but look at Cap and Black Widow.
Well, that's true.
So
That's true.
I don't know if it's the forced perspective from the camera angle, but somebody pointed out in the group, does it look like her head is slightly too big for her
Yes.
body?
Yes.
Kind of
Somebody did
obviously
a
big.
comparison where they shrunk the head and it actually looked a lot better.
Yep, I saw that and I agree.
I think so too. I think it's just a little bit too big. I think this is going to be sculpted. I really think it will be. I do like the pose. I'm anxious to see what the base is.
Yeah.
I like this portrait better than the previous.
I do too. I think
I like the pose better on the older one.
I think that's what it is for me too, Eric. I think I like the portrait here way better. I think it's a beautiful portrait. I really like the green eyes.
They're really different.
They are. They're both super different.
It almost reminds me of like something J. Scott Campbell would draw. It's like everything's very exaggerated.
Yeah.
So do you think it's like, we were just talking about realism a minute ago, that they're going more realistic? Do you think this is less realistic?
A little bit, yeah. It does look.
Yeah.
I mean,
than the other one.
Yeah.
The size of her eyes and the size of her head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If they hadn't made the last one, I'd probably buy this one. But I kind of like this portrait, but I like both portraits on the last one better than this one.
And then you have the Adam Hughes breasts going on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see more.
They're definitely out there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a little. They could
Like
set that up a little.
If you showed me this, I'd be like, this is something that Adam Hughes and J. Scott Campbell designed. It's like a mixture of their work.
And it might, it might be. It does very like J. Scott Campbell.
Since if I do sell my Harley Quinn, the Jester version, and I've put the other Harley in my case, the Hell on Wheels, it makes them more museum all around in the case, and so this one's why I maybe might want to lean toward this one, but I'm not 100% sure if I'll pick this one up. Well, let's be honest. Yes, I will. But I don't know which one I'll end up keeping. I just don't know yet. So
The other thing about this one is, with the last one, both portraits, she's looking at you. In this one, she's looking at the gem.
Mm-hmm.
And that's different. Usually, especially with female statues, she's looking at you, the viewer, and that's not the case with this one. And I'm not saying that's a criticism, but it's different.
It's different. And it makes sense because she could probably care less about you.
Yeah.
She wants the jewels.
Yeah.
I see a lot of collectors mention that they want their statues all face. I'm opposite. I don't like when my statues are like staring at me. I like to almost like a Kodak moment where they're looking in a different direction. I always angle my statues to where they're not looking at me, so I don't mind this.
I think that's one reason why I really like the Bane versus Batman from Prime 1 is because he's looking down and he's looking at Batman. He's like it tells the story. It's not just a pose like say cheese.
Right.
I agree with that statement. But
Yeah, it's a little more natural than them
yeah.
staring like you said, like almost like a camera, like hey, yeah.
Anyway, this is done enough to have a photo of it. I don't know why they wouldn't have had it at the event. Maybe they're saving it for New York. I don't know. But anyway, I can't wait to see the base on this one. I hope it's kind of a low profile. But I do think it looks great. This one was kind of, again, surprising. This is from Queen Studios. This is apparently 1/3 and 1/6. And this will be shown at China Joy. But this is the Heath Ledger police officer from Dark Knight, which is a phenomenal scene. It's really cool to see him without makeup. And what do you guys think about the portrait here? Let me show you this video.
Wow.
So let me show you the video. I'm not sure of the likeness here. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Can you pause it on his face?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it again. Whoop, that's
So there's the two scales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's the two scales. So obviously, they're going to do the rooted hair on the third scale, which most of it would be covered with the police hat.
His hair looks a lot thinner.
Yeah.
On that one.
Yes, they did a great job with the hair thinness there. So let me show you, like, again, he's kind of blurry.
It looks like him.
I feel like the eyes are off a little bit.
I'm Googling it. It looks like him.
I think it does too. It might throw some people off. He's not wearing the white Joker makeup.
Yeah.
So you have to think of Heath Ledger rather than our traditional.
There's only one criticism I have with this. Only one. That bottom lip is not scarred like that.
It actually, well, it's pretty close to that, actually. He has that little scar. It looks maybe a little bit too big, but he does have that scar in the middle of his lip. It's just mostly covered with the makeup.
Yeah, but it's like towards the bottom of it, not too much on the top. It's a tiny criticism.
Yeah.
But that's pretty damn close. I like this one.
Also, in that scene, his eyes are darker. Because you could tell that he had the makeup on, but whenever you have makeup, it takes a while to scrub it all off. That pancake makeup. And so he had a little bit of darker around his eyes. And I would like to see that a little darker on this because it just made him look more menacing with a little bit of black there. And I feel like maybe they have a little bit there, but I would like to see a little bit more. I think this portrait right here, I think that looks really good.
It does. It really does.
We also have a couple of stills, and this was I don't know where this came from. Somebody posted these. So we got a few more photos just from kind of some stills, and I think they look good. And let's just kind of zoom in on that. I mean, I think that looks really good right there.
There seems to be a little bit of eye makeup underneath. Maybe
I think you're right. I think there's a little something there. But what do you think of them doing the risk here? Do you think this will be a popular choice with the police officer? I know we talked about the nurse earlier, but
it's better than the, grenade scene that they keep doing over and over.
I don't know. It seems popular for me. If I'm buying a Joker, I want him to look like a Joker. I don't want a nurse Joker or a military Joker. Just my personal opinion.
It's a police Joker.
Please,
That's right.
Okay.
And that begs the question: does the Batman statue collector need this piece?
You named your son after Heath Ledger. Of course, you're going to get it.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this one ends up in the collection or not. But I think it's going to be a cool concept. I'm anxious to see the full effect here. But anyway, let's move on from this one. Let's talk about this one. This one obviously, again, was on Sunday. It was, I believe, an ES of 150, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
And this, of course, is the modern variant of Batgirl. It waitlisted within hours. Mr. Delaney, did you pick this one up?
I did. I have no control over no control whatsoever. No self-control when it comes to variants.
Wow.
I know. It's like you're my go-to variant guy. I love it.
Yeah, and I wanted to review it yesterday, but UPS delayed my shipment. So
did you get it today?
Well, but I'm out of town, so it's waiting at my local UPS store till I come back on Sunday.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah.
I think this one turned out great. I did have this one in the Batcave for a time, and I think I like this one better. I think
I think I do.
I just think the colors look really good, and I really like. I'm really sold on like the color of her. The gold. Gold is so much more gold and shiny. And it just, you didn't capture that in the other piece. Like I'm looking at this detail here. I'm like, I didn't even notice that when I had it, but like you just, that the detail is so much more punched with that beautiful gold color.
It's definitely dynamic.
So Chris, I think you missed in the group. I was scrambling on a decision. I actually did order this.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah, it's coming in on Monday. I could not make up my mind by the time I knew it was going to sell out, so I just picked it up anyway. I feel like the cape, even though the OG Batgirl is the same way, it has that bluish purple with the cape and the body. I feel like the cape kind of blends in with the body, so I'm curious to see it in person.
Well, congratulations. That's awesome. You'll have to review it for us if you want to.
But yeah, I would like to do some type of comparison. That's what a lot of people want to see. What was I going to say?
And definitely, of course, check out Jeff Delaney's. I guess it'll be on Monday probably as well, right? Monday?
Sunday or Monday, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And,
regarding the gold, I feel like the other one works better just from like a tactical standpoint. Like, if you have, like a real life standpoint, if you have boots and,
you probably
gloves that tied up, they're usually not bright gold.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that throws me off a little bit. But
you wouldn't have those colors in real life, but in the comic book world you would. And I just think this one, I just like this better. I think it looks really good. It's more reminiscent of that original Batgirl that Sideshow did, those colors, that darker color. But congratulations to the 150 people that got it. Man, you guys swooped in quick.
From there, you can almost see like she looks like she has a little bit of a purple hue.
Mm-hmm.
A little
it does.
Bit. So I'm curious to see this in person.
I think she's going to be really beautiful with that, with the purplish blue and gold. It's going to be a great piece.
Even though they did it on the OG, I wish the inside of the cape was that gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would have helped. That's usually how it is sometimes in the comics, and I think it would have helped. Make the the statue.
Or just put the outline in gold.
Sometimes like you can find parts, like you can find it on eBay or somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody would sell the original gold cape.
So I have the original statue too. So I'm
maybe you can swap it out there.
Yeah, I'm going to swap it just to see how it looks. I'll take some pictures of that too. So.
Okay, that's exciting.
I'm almost tempted to even like have somebody fabricate a gold inside or just a whole new cape and see how it looks.
That'd be neat. So again, stay tuned to Secret Sanctuary for his review, and maybe Eric will review it for us as well and do a comparison. That'd be incredible. But congratulations to both of you guys, and like I said, everybody else that picked her up, because again, 150, it's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible.
You have before you jump ahead, you have a super chat.
Oh, we had let's see. Let me go back here. Lane Kramer, $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Lane. Well, speaking of Catwoman, I managed to pre-order the J&D Catwoman statue, plus getting Huntress. Do you think Queen might do a Robbie Harley 1/4 sometime? I think they're going to do a third scale, from what I remember them saying, and I think that will rival the J&D piece. But I don't know. I don't know if I would see them doing a 1/4. I think the Margot Robbie Harley is going to sell well, so there's a possibility. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that they're more likely just to stick with the 1/3? I don't know.
They're doing the 1/4 Scarlett Johansson apparently.
Yeah, they keep talking about that one, but nothing. I think they keep waiting for like approval from Marvel. So I don't know. I mean, anything's possible. We talk about it all the time. The female characters sell very, very well. It doesn't matter really who it is. It's just they all sell very well. So if there's a good chance, especially I think that if anything, maybe the new Suicide Squad Harley look. Yeah. That one seems to be very popular with the red leather jumpsuit thing she's wearing. So I could see that maybe in 1/4. I think especially if Rotten Tomatoes is getting 98%, the companies are drooling right now, waiting to get that merch out. Of course, we probably won't see any of it for another year. It's typical, but
Prime 1, we're still waiting 3 years for the roller derby Harley.
I think I heard it got delayed again.
Yeah, till October, January now.
I'm like, it's going to be 4 years, guys.
Oh my God.
I wonder if she fell off the boat. I wonder if she was one of those, because that's so long.
Then say that.
I know.
Just
3-4 years. Even I think
so sorry. We lost our stock. We're gonna make this right. We're gonna do it for you guys. Like, just freaking say it.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose the money.
Year, though. Like,
they don't want to lose the money.
Even if she fell off the boat, you would think they could do it in 2 years, 2.5 years. Like, we're going on, what you said, like 3 or 4 now.
It is
like,
just.
how many times did it fall off the boat?
Asinine. It's asinine. But if I would be more understanding if I got an explanation, like, why is this taking so long? Like, why? Like, it's just the same statue like everything else you make. If you're able to get some of these out in 2 years, like, why this one 3? Why this one 4?
Yep.
Again, you're being logical.
I know.
And again,
global pandemic. I get all of this stuff, but there are other companies that are able to get this stuff out.
That's a long time.
But Batman Hush is going to ship. Like, it was revealed way after Harley. Like, so why?
Yeah.
Why?
That feels like it's too soon. I feel like I just saw that like a couple of months ago and it's already shipping.
It just drives me nuts. All right, let's go back. Thank you again for the super chat. Thank you. That is awesome. Okay. We're going to go back into the Macho Man. Yeah, dig it. I'm a big WWF fan for way back in the day, and obviously PCS is continuing. They've done Ric Flair. They've done Steve Austin. They've done Ultimate Warrior. They have done The Rock, Undertaker, and now Macho Man.
He looks good.
I think he looks very, very good. Of course, this is his, like 1985, 1986 look. But I think they captured him very well. The only thing people were asking for is the world title. But people were saying that the world titles actually have a separate license than the figures do. And so they didn't know if they would be able to do any sort of belts. But in the actual photo they got this from, he's wearing the belt. That's why his hand is the way it is, because he's holding onto the belt. But I think that looks good. And then, of course, you have the Hulkster in the background. And
I think he needs a swap out hand holding a Slim Jim.
That would be pretty funny. I think this is pretty good. I don't think it's 100% likeness to Hulk. I'm a big Hulkamaniac from back in the day. But overall, the pose is very good. I mean, that's definitely captured from him in those days. But the likeness is just a bit off.
Face is off.
Just a bit.
He looks too smooth.
Yeah.
Some of them are a little closer than this one. The Rock one looked really good.
I think the Rock has been the best.
Yep.
By far. Ultimate Warrior was a little bit off in the likeness, but these are still great. These are quarter scale pieces. And if you're a wrestling fan, these are all fantastic. But
the fact that Macho Man wears glasses, it's kind of, it's like, well, he looks better, but he's wearing glasses. So.
Well, that's true. I mean, but he did wear those. I mean, that was his.
I'm saying, well, you don't, they get away with not trying to, you don't have to capture the portrait as much because he has glasses.
I don't think the face seems that good on that one.
I think I don't either.
I think it's farther off.
Yeah, I do too. I think Hulk looks more like Hulk. This looks less like Macho Man. I think the body is fantastic, but the face is off too. I was a big Macho Man fan as well. But anyway, you have the Mega Bowers. Yeah, digging it. Yeah. All right.
Well, there's that, everyone.
Now that you all know I can do a Macho Man Randy Savage impression. So this one I threw in because this one was really exciting. Iron Studios listened to feedback, and they changed the portrait. And I think it looks way better.
It does look better.
It does.
It definitely looks better.
The first one looked nothing like him, like zero, and that actually looks like Marty McFly. And I thought that was really cool that they listened to feedback and tweaked it so quickly. So I think this one will sell a lot better. It's a smart move from Iron Studios and all these companies to listen to the people buying your product.
Yep.
It's a no-brainer. If you want to sell it, make it so people want to buy it. It's as simple as that.
Work on that Harley Quinn then.
Yes, and maybe they will. I'm hoping. I mean, this was fixed very quickly, and Harley has not been fixed yet. So, but I agree, Jeff. I mean, I would definitely consider buying it if they had better, really good other portraits. I would consider it. So I feel like I need something to go with my other Iron Studios Joker, but who knows? So anyway, I threw this in because I thought that was really cool. This one was teased recently this week from Ang Sang over at XM. I cannot remember who this is. Is it Green Lantern?
I think I think it's Kyle.
Kyle Renner.
That's
Okay.
what I thought.
Really? I don't remember that.
I don't remember the mask, but I'm not an expert in Green Lantern by any means. But anyway, I wanted to throw that one in there because I thought it looked cool.
Yeah, people are responding well to this one.
Good. The colors are real different.
Mm-hmm.
We also had Zatanna. The first time we've seen her kind of painted up. What do you guys think of the portrait and what you're seeing so far? I know Eric was interested in this one.
I am. I just got in the Sideshow premium format. I don't love it the way I would usually love a Sideshow portrait, but I'm curious to see where it goes. I feel like she has a little bit. I don't know. There's something.
It's very soft.
It is
maybe,
very soft.
I don't know. Asian about it, maybe. I don't know. I want to say that.
I don't know. That's just my first impression. Like, I think it's a beautiful portrait. It just feels very soft. Also, and I know this is just a painted prototype. I feel like the eyeball is really weird to me. That could be glare.
Chris, is it the eyeballs or the eyelashes? Because the eyelashes are throwing me off.
The eyelashes are, well, they're sculpted, so it's like, it's like super thick. But and maybe there's just a glare here. But
I seem far apart.
Yeah, just something about.
Yeah, something seems off.
Something seems off in that picture. This one,
she could be prettier.
Yeah,
she could be prettier. Yeah, I agree.
Look a little, exotic or mysterious.
She's not ugly, but I wish she looked like the Prime 1/3. I really like the portrait on that.
Yeah. I just feel like this eye is wonky a little bit, but again,
XM keeps putting red in the eyes. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
Yeah. Again, this is a prototype that we're looking at, so it could be they're always repainting these.
That's
to try
no
to get
reassurance because they did that with the Supergirl, and I don't think it turned out any better.
That's a good point. But anyway, that's going to be coming from XM. It's already up for pre-order, I believe. No, maybe not. Maybe not yet.
They haven't even showed the rest of. I mean, they teased the rest of the statue.
That's true. That's true. So don't listen to me. I have no idea.
I have my eye very close on this one.
All right. Well, we'll anxious to see how Eric feels about the full reveal. This was a Legolas statue announced from Infiniti Studios. This is a half scale, and I actually have a video queued up for that one as well. So let's take a look at some of these reveals from Infiniti Studios. So have they done anything half scale wise? I don't think they have.
Can't think of one.
But this is one of them here. I
That's
think
Wow.
that looks incredible.
That
Like,
is incredible.
it
My
really
gosh.
incredible. And this is Legolas, and I think this one looks great too. Again, it's sculpted. It's got fabric. I think the likeness is very good.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Is this computer generated or
No,
isn't-
this is actual statues from Infiniti Studios. And I'm
The hair looks real.
assuming that these are silicone. But again, like I look at this, you shall not pass. It's just like you could feel it. You could feel it coming from him. Look at that. I mean, it's
That's
just
insane.
That's insanely good. Yes. I'm blown away by that one. This one's good too, but I really like the Gandalf. But anyway, that's interesting that it's coming from them. They're known for busts. Also a lot of like anime type, dragony type things. So this is really cool that they're kind of getting into the half scale game as well. I just think it's going to be awesome. I think they're going to do very well with these. They also then, you guys see this thing? So this is Soren, right? Or is that how you say his name? Soren?
Sauron, yeah.
It's like
Sauron.
6 feet. Yeah,
It's life size. It is ginormous. Like it would take up an entire shelf in my collection. It's
Oh
again,
wow.
it's life size. Like it is just insane to see how big it is.
you need high ceilings for this one.
Oh, it's just crazy how big
Put
it
it
is.
next to Fabok.
Yeah.
I think somebody
That's right.
posted he's like 5 or 6 feet. So you figure you have him on a display stand.
Is his okay?
So we saw the Queen Studios one earlier. This is the Infiniti Studios. I think he looked really good at Sideshow, and there it is right there. This is the one that I have purchased.
I like this better.
Yeah. I think that looks a little closer. We
So I
just
make
got a
this-
super chat.
All right, let me stop
just
sharing
popped
real
up.
quick. Let me
quick
go
break.
back into that real quick. So we got Ryan Henson, $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much. And 200 people watching right now. Thank you guys so very much. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the show. Ryan Henson says, where was the Clint Eastwood reveal that we got on the 12th day of Sideshow instead of a Bat villain? How long do we have to wait for a licensed app? Can we appeal? They did have a lot of things that we didn't see that they showed at 12 days of Sideshow. It does make me think that hopefully if they are at New York that we'll get some of that stuff. But I don't know. I just don't know. They didn't even have the Hammer, Dracula, and Van Helsing. Like they've already shown that. I don't know why that wasn't there. That should have been. But like I said, they were more focused on their distributor partners than I feel like they were for their own product. So I don't know. Didn't you guys kind of feel that way overall?
A lot of hot toys.
Yeah.
A lot of hot toys.
They sell a lot of them, though.
They do. And it makes sense that, Sideshow is very successful with being a distributor. So it makes sense, and it makes the partnership probably stronger, and they're happier, working together. So there it is. There it is. So I don't know. Thank you again for the super chat. Thank you. Let me go back here. All right. Where were we? We were right around. Oh, that video. I was showing you the video. A little bit of Joker. So anyway, I'm very excited about that piece, and I wanted to show you here. This shows you how big that Sauron clip is. This is the dude. This is the dude, and that's the piece.
Kidding?
I'm not kidding. That's legit.
I thought it would be bulkier for some reason.
It's just, but look at that. It is like
That
insane.
will kill people.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many boxes of shipping? do you
That's
think
a
of?
Final Destination statue right there.
Well,
That's
look at that Transformer thing
yeah.
they made.
You need vaulted ceilings to display that.
It was funny. You can even see like they had a curtain here. You can see it was too tall for the curtain.
Yeah.
You can see you can see the thing there, but it's just crazy.
That's awesome though. I love their Lord of the Rings line. And if I was a ginormous Lord of the Rings fan, I would be buying everything that they've made. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the series or The Hobbit, but hats off to them.
Yeah, well, somebody's going to buy that, and they're going to be real happy, I'm sure. But holy moly! So anyway, I had that picture there. They also had some of the. Who makes these? Is this Hot Toys or is this Sideshow?
I think it's Asmus.
Is that a company?
Yes.
I've never even heard of them. But anyway, they did Legolas, and they also did a Gandalf.
Okay.
So
They
I
make
think those
some
in-
Harry Potter figures. And,
oh yeah, I don't always think the likenesses are very good on those, but I think they're better on these.
yeah, it's.
Gandalf.
I've seen some video for the Gandalf, and it doesn't look as good as this looks. I
Yeah.
don't think.
I just threw those in there. Some pictures of the Harley. We already talked about her, so I won't spend time on her, but did have some photos of her. Sorry, that looks a little bit better there than the video did.
Mm,
There is a lot going on with the base. I do agree with that now. Right.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I mean, if you just look at that, but I don't know. I'm hoping that Iron Studios does something different with the faces.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Stroke victim Harley.
That's right. This one I just did a hit or miss video on today. This one is really growing on me a lot, especially for that portrait right there. So we have this is the 1/3 scale. It's called Say Cheese. It's up for pre-order right now at Prime One Studio, and I'm hoping that it goes up for pre-order on Sideshow. I know this is not everybody's cup of tea. This is one though that I will be ordering. The base is what it is. It's you either hate it or you hate it. It doesn't really seem like I don't know if anybody likes it at all out there. There are people have had pretty much the same complaint.
The base.
The base, it's like a big concrete green thing.
if it was translucent, I think it would have worked better.
I do too.
Yes.
Just like if it
Like that Green
Yes.
Lantern from Prime One and Sideshow did.
absolutely. I think of even like Diamond Select, like their translucent gas looks fantastic. Like they do a phenomenal job. If they did that with this and made it translucent, this I think would be one of the best Joker statues ever made.
And $2,500.
Probably so. So the regular portrait, a lot of people said, they wish that they had made the Hush, the regular portrait.
They know what they're doing.
And they did. They knew exactly what they were doing. The regular is considered to be a Suicide Squad Joker, Hush in the middle, and then a Jason Fabok at the end. Very maniacal and terrifying. But I do want a Hush Joker, although I really like the Fabok head sculpt. But this is how I would probably display him with the bang flag. I don't like the selfie stick at all.
No.
I think it's clever. Like I think the idea behind it's good. But it's just not something that I would necessarily want or ever use. But I do like the hat a lot. I like the cane as well. This one didn't necessarily make sense to me. Did you guys see this bonus part?
Yeah.
So we talked about it on the show, like how could they not do a crowbar? And I don't know if it's because they listened to us or not. But hopefully we influence them to make this crowbar. I don't necessarily understand the green unless they just couldn't do blood. Like they couldn't show blood, like they couldn't show the guns.
Possible.
So they just did green. I would love for it to be bloody. I think even if it doesn't, I think you can easily paint it red.
Easily repaint.
Easy repaint it to be bloody. But I love the tally marks on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but like the how many kills he's had with it.
Oh, no, that's cool.
But I think that's really good, and they also have a knife bonus part as well. So again, you're gonna have to order from Prime One to get that. But I think all three portraits look phenomenal. But again, I know that not everybody likes this one. Are you guys all you guys all hate this one too? I know some people.
I like it. I like it.
I don't love the Robin.
I don't mind it.
The base has grown on me. I think it's going to add a lot of color to your collection.
Oh yeah.
I don't 100% love all of the portraits, even though Jim Lee's Hush Joker was, like that. I feel like he just looks very old looking in the portrait. The faces. I like this portrait. The other two, I'm a little iffy on.
I said it on my video today that like I don't really like the Hush Joker look. Like that's not my favorite Joker. Yeah. But I just feel like I want to pair him so badly with my Hush Batman, just because I love that story so much. And that there's never really been a Joker look quite like him in Hush, and so that's really why I want it. But like I said, I'm gonna get the Fabok and Batman diorama, so I'll still have a Fabok face. But one thing that's great is you get all of the different swap outs, and then you also get this. You get the headstands. So I really like that a lot, where you can still display those great sculpts. But yeah, I mean, I see exactly what you're saying. He looks like an old man here.
It kind of looks like that. Remember that I forget who made it. That bust where it looked like Grandpa Joker. I think like one of the.
Oh, you're the
Rick Baker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I liked that bust. I thought that was.
It's
cool
not
bust.
as bad as that. He just looks very old to me.
What do you guys think? I know exactly what you're going to say, but this was the deluxe is $1,500.
Those stands are cool.
$1,300 for the regular.
I don't see how it's more than the Hush Batman.
Agreed.
Yeah. Can I ask a weird question?
Always.
So with the stands, like with the Joker, it's like, yeah, those. What exactly are you supposed to do with those?
You just display them in front. Some people do.
Some people put them in a drawer.
Yeah,
I wish they all did that.
I do too. Like I have my Bermejo Joker, and I've got 4 head sculpts, and 3 of them are on stands like this, and I just have him in front of the statue. That way you could still display, because the head sculpts to me are a very big winner of this piece, probably the best part of the piece. And so to be able to still display the art, even though it doesn't necessarily make sense, like why do I have these weird Joker heads in front of my Joker statue?
Yeah.
But like Jeff said, it sure beats the hell out of putting it in a drawer and never seeing it,
and possibly breaking it.
And yeah, so that's the mentality behind it.
I mean, detail wise, I think they look amazing. It's just it's not my style of Joker that I prefer.
So anyway, I will be ordering this one. I'm really excited to add it to the collection. I know it's not 100% perfect, but you guys know how much of a Joker fan I am out there. Let's talk about Catwoman here. Actually, I have a video also queued up. So let's take a look real quick at her. And we'll talk a little bit about this one from Infiniti Studios. So another life-size bust. This one, of course, is from The Dark Knight Rises. Anne Hathaway, let's take a look at her likeness. What do you guys think of her likeness here?
She looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it's good.
I think it looks just like her.
It's incredible.
Who is this one?
This is Infiniti Studios. Same people that make the Batman and the Joker and the
I think it looks
Harley.
better than the J&D Catwoman.
Yeah.
And this is life size.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks, I think, way better than that piece.
The only negative I see in that piece, and I mentioned it in my Facebook group, is it kind of looks like she's been on hold with her cable company for a really long time.
You know, the funny thing about this is some people say, well, she's on the phone or whatever.
She's in her
the actual pose where they got this from, I believe, she is holding a pistol in her hand. I don't know if her hand is so close to her face that you couldn't achieve that, or Warner Brothers wouldn't allow it, or DC or whoever. So it is kind of, it's like she's got an earpiece in.
Well, didn't in the movie she had an earpiece?
I thought she did.
You know,
that's where I thought it's from. Like she's communicating.
You're right. That's how she communicated, and especially it makes sense with the mask on.
Yeah.
Where she's got maybe a communication device in there, like when she gets on the bat pod and she blows up the tunnel.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. But I think the likeness is beautiful. I think that they really captured her very well. She's got, rooted hair, obviously. You can clearly take the mask off if you want to. But I don't know. I think this one will be real popular too.
So I reviewed. I saw this while I was at work, and this is when I snapped it to you guys. And one of my staff members comes up behind me and says, "Why is Anne Hathaway frozen?" And I said, "That's not. I mean, it's Anne Hathaway." And I go, "That's a statue." And she's like, "It's a statue? That's a statue?" And I went, "Yeah." And she goes, "That's scary good." Yeah. I'm like, "Yeah." So the staff thought it was really crazy, amazing, and it is. It's beautiful. It's perfect.
Do you guys predict another $4,000 on this one?
Oh,
Probably.
Yeah.
Yep. I do too. This is something that's a maybe for me. I love the movies, obviously, and I think this is I know it's not everybody's favorite Catwoman. I mean, if I had to choose between this and like a Michelle Pfeiffer Infinity Studios bust, I'd pick Michelle Pfeiffer every day of the week.
No kidding.
But I don't
imagine that.
Oh God, I would. It would just be a dream to have some of those characters. Even a DeVito Penguin life size would be. Oh, I'd love that.
That would be cool. That's what they should do.
With the top hat,
would sell like hotcakes.
Oh my God,
that would be cool.
It would do so well. And even if they couldn't get a Keaton, even if they couldn't do a Keaton, I still would want a Catwoman and Penguin. Like those two together would just be insane. But I would consider this one because I am a fan of those movies. I just don't know if I want to go any further down the bust route or not. I'm still debating about that, but I do think this one's really cool. I think it looks just like her. So I'm anxious to see more. But look at those eyes. Jeez.
It's incredible.
You guys kind of referred to this one a little bit. I had this photo that was a little bit closer than what Dan had the other night. But I think this looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Looks really good. This is a premium format. It does look like it's real fabric.
I think they said the coat and pants.
Correct.
And pants. I think this one's and this is one that kind of came out of nowhere. People ask for characters they haven't done.
Mm-hmm.
I still would have rather had a penguin than a than a crow, but I don't know if this one's a risk for them. I don't know why this one's any more or less of a risk than a Riddler or somebody like that. But congratulations to everybody that might pick this one up because I do think it looks great.
I think it's going to be a big seller.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they advertise it correctly, that movie has a giant cult following.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
I mean, I love that movie as a kid. So
Yeah, I did too, and I think it'll be very well sold, just like Jeff said. This one's The Last Ronin. I know Jeff brought it up. I don't know if Dan had a picture of it, but
No.
This one seemed to have a lot of buzz.
this is great.
This is cool.
And I don't know anything about The Last Ronin at all. So when people were talking about it, I'm like, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Basically, what they show, like his brothers all died, and they like kind of
So is this Leonardo? Or
I think that's the surprise. I forget who.
No, it's Michelangelo.
Okay.
so they all die, but he survives?
Jeff,
I haven't
do you
read
know
the
though?
story.
Interesting.
I feel like I've seen it. I just don't remember.
Like these are ghosts of the turtles or something.
Yeah, they kind of
Yeah.
follow him around and influence him.
Interesting. Now that a lot of buzz. I know a lot of excitement with that statue.
Definitely.
We saw Venom. I don't know if you guys talked too much about Venom the other night, but I do think this looks amazing. I love how he's hunched forward.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was having audio issues. I like the motion of the texture, how it looks like the symbiote is like kind of like flowing on his body.
Mm-hmm.
Who sculpted this one? Do you guys know?
Canali.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think so.
That's what I thought. I felt like it had Canali all over it. Looks really good. And Daniel Bell, of course, sculpted the Carnage.
Mm-hmm.
But that looks great. I threw this one in because this one is Queen Studios rocking the production line here. I think this thing is looking great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just think it looks awesome.
Yeah, if I was a movie collector and was collecting Thanos, I think this would be the one. I really like just the whole story it tells.
I do too. I love it. I think the portrait's phenomenal. So, congratulations to anybody that gets this because I think it's really good. They're making quite a few of them. I saw this one today, so I
just
threw it in
had a
here.
super chat.
All right, let's go into that real quick. We have a
I've
$2
got breaking news.
All right. FYI, Prime 1 Linda
Whoa!
Carter Wonder Woman up on Sideshow Collectibles.
That's good to know.
Jeff Morris. This was one you were considering.
I'm on Sideshow.
All right, let's
I'm
check it
looking.
out. Let's check it out and see what we got here. That's exciting news. Oh yeah, they got the deluxe, the bonus. The bonus is $1,390, and the regular without the cape is going to be $1,309. Oh, wait, hold on. They're both the same price.
Yeah, it's supposed to just be a bonus, I think.
So you literally get the cape for free.
You mean the way Sideshow used to have the same
Yes,
price?
it's like old school Sideshow. This is like 10 years ago Sideshow. This is cool. Wow, that's awesome. Wow, it's finally up. I know so many people are waiting for this one on Sideshow.
Jeff looks very focused, like he's ordering it right now.
I know. What do you think, Jeff?
Did you
I'm still
order
trying
it,
to
Jeff?
find it.
No, I'm still
trying
thinking.
to find it.
Don't
Oh, you
think
still haven't
too
found
far.
it? It's just on their what's new page.
Oh, I'm looking on the Prime 1.
Yeah, look on Sideshows.
Yeah, I'm on Sideshow. But
Oh, just go to what's new. It's the first thing on there.
It looks good.
It really does. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Well,
there it is.
That means that I wonder, at least new things are coming out from Prime 1. That's great.
That's good to know. Maybe some of the other stuff will show up.
Did
on
you
there.
ever order Talon, Chris? Or are you still waiting?
I am still waiting. I feel like I've given up though. Like I don't think it's going to happen.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't. I don't understand, and it makes me worried that they'll cancel it. I feel like Sideshow would add a lot more sales. I don't know. I worry about it, but I know like Dan's waiting, but I don't know if I can wait as long as Dan. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I can wait any longer.
It is available at a few places.
That's true. And I've thought about that as well. And I'm kind of okay with just getting the regular. I really like the knives going back on that piece, but
I like that.
Yeah,
the one with the knives.
So I think that there's a good chance that I will order elsewhere, maybe from Prime 1 or whatever. I don't know, but I'm just tired of waiting. I want to ensure I get it.
Yeah.
Because I'm still really excited about it. But anyway, thank you again so very much, Ryan, again for that super chat, and thanks for letting everybody know. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, let's go.
I still can't decide on that piece.
Why?
Because of scale, right? The scale you're deciding on.
Scale. I feel like the likeness is 85%, maybe.
Knew you were going to say that.
I agree with people that say the neck looks a little bit long.
I think it's 95%.
I do too.
I think it's not 100, but I think it's close enough, especially from a
It's
distance.
pretty damn close.
There is no question who it is, and I don't think anything of that quality will be out again of her.
Yep. I was about to say that. I don't think you're going to see something like that ever again.
I don't.
That's
With that
probably
cape,
true.
if you are a fan of Linda Carter and like that look, I just don't think that it'll get any better than that. Now, I'm going to slap myself a year from now when somebody else does it better in silicone or whatever,
When it's selling for double the price.
But
But I wouldn't want a life-size bust of her.
Right.
I don't know that I would want a life-size bust of a lot of them.
You guys are the worst enablers.
And
I
I'm
swear.
Did you
like an
order
influencer.
it?
You have to
Did
do
No,
you
not
hit
yet.
buy?
I'm
'Cause
thinking
you need
about
to
it.
hit- You
You
need
guys
to
are
hit
evil.
the buy button,
Shame on you
Jeff.
all.
B-U-Y.
There you
Uh-oh.
go. No,
Why?
Did you?
I'm circling the drain.
Yeah, me too.
I just put the link in the chat if anybody's
just
interested
love
in
Oh,
getting
come
it.
on. She's so pretty. Come
I
on.
know.
Are you ordering her,
She's
Ashley?
so- I mean,
Enablers tonight.
if I was a Wonder Woman fan, I would buy her instantly. I mean, it is
man.
so damn close. It is scary. I love that piece. I think they did a beautiful job. I think they hit it right on the head, and I agree with Chris. It's 95%. But I don't look at her as much as Jeff does. So
Can you
Daniel-
imagine if they would do a Chris Reeve Superman?
They might. Then you won't have
Because
Linda Carter.
When you
They
think
might.
about how good they have done with this with Blitzway.
Daniel just said, "Do it, Jeff." I just did.
Jeff, you could flip
Damn
her.
you, Daniel.
I'm
Ryan-
rooting for
Ryan
you.
is
We're all
saying
rooting
double the
for
price.
you.
Ryan says Sideshow might not have very many pieces.
Oh my
That's
God.
so true.
Killing me.
You might like it in person.
Oh,
That's so true.
When I say 85%, that's pretty darn good. That's not, I
Yeah.
don't feel that's a criticism. I'm
I
really
think-
close.
I think you'll like it in person.
I think you have to. I don't think it's going to sell it quick.
I just keep hoping.
You
I was
say
really
that.
hoping that it would be at Wonderfest. I want to see somebody do a con video.
Yeah.
You know, that it's like that con video made that Heath Ledger Joker look 100% better to me.
Yep.
It did, even compared to what DT did.
Yeah.
Like, there's a shot at the end of that day. I was watching it earlier today, and Amy and the guy, I don't remember his name, but they were both like framed in the middle of the shot, and Joker was right behind him. And I'm like, oh my God, he looks phenomenal right there. Like, it's all about lighting, and it's crazy how certain statues can look crappy in one photo or one video and just freaking phenomenal in the other. And so, yeah, I agree. I would love to see her.
I'm at the Prime 1/3 scale that we saw at Wonderfest. That's the one that I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Pictures in the video from that. But yeah, the Sideshow video of that life-size bust, it looked way better.
Yeah, it comes down to pictures, lighting, and don't always count on the company to provide you the best lighting and video because sometimes they don't.
That's right. Matt T is demanding a live pre-order. So.
Yes. And my brother is telling you to buy it, and Bryce is watching from South Dakota telling you to buy it.
There you
So-
Are
go.
they chipping in?
Yeah.
You get two of them. Once you
Are
get to
y'all
sell it.
going to do a GoFundMe so we can get this?
Right.
Come on. It's like a telethon. Chip in.
Right.
Okay, Jeff, you're pretty enough to go on a corner and make the money. Go.
My
Well,
wife wouldn't appreciate that.
if there was a pole strong enough to hold me, I'd be on it.
What's the edition size?
It better be fiber carbon.
Wait a minute. Eric, you're worried
So what are
about
you ordering
edition
now? It's to be
size after
determined.
that image? What? Oh
So
my
wait, there's no edition size?
gosh.
It says TBD.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No,
Not yet.
so there's no rush.
So again, if you guys can see this on the screen, collector's edition is the same price as the bonus. So by God, get the bonus.
Yeah.
I think she looks phenomenal with the cape.
I think she looks good, man.
Yeah, I do too.
I wouldn't order it yet though, because there's no edition size.
All in
They
should be
didn't
like
do one
1,600.
for the Heath Ledger Joker, but it says 2,000 on Prime One's
Prime One.
website now. They updated it.
How so Tweeterhead made a 6 scale, Jeff Morris. I know you have that one. Is that like sold after? Is like sold out and all that stuff?
I don't know if I've got the new one. So I know they did another one that I don't have.
Yeah, they did 2 at least, and they're sold out at Tweeterhead.
Yeah, it's a lot of the Tweeterhead stuff when it sells out. All of it is kind of hard to get.
You don't really see too many, Linda Carter statues. So
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
like this.
Yeah.
Not like this. Look at that. Look at that.
yeah, I had the chance to see the Tweeterhead a few weeks ago at some comic shop, but yeah, it's nothing compared to what this looks like.
No, it's good. It's not that good.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a fraction of the size. So
That's true. Well,
but yeah, that's Linda Carter.
everybody hold your breath to see who orders it tonight. Let's go ahead and move on to this guy. This was one that I was kind of surprised. This is a Diamond Select piece that's coming out, and I think this is just phenomenal looking.
I thought that was like an Iron Studios.
No, it's Diamond
That's
Select.
good.
And it's very good. It's the Lizard from Spider-Man fame.
So this is newer Diamond Select because they were done and then they said they just what's his face was it?
No, that you're thinking of DC Direct.
Oh, DC. Okay.
Well, we should talk about that here in a minute too. But anyway, this is. I just thought this was looked really good from them.
How big is this? 1/6 scale?
Probably it's like their gallery size,
Okay.
But anyway, I thought it looked good.
Yeah.
Is that the same company that did Killer Croc, or is that
That's
DC
Iron
Select?
Studios.
That's right. Okay.
I just thought it looked really great. I threw this picture of Storm in here because I hadn't had a chance to really talk about her, and I think she looks phenomenal.
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you picking? Is anybody picking this one up?
It's a maybe for me.
Maybe. Okay. I'm guessing Tim is our X-Men resident. Will have definitely ordered this one. Really amazing piece. Did you guys see these Batmobile prints?
No, I
No.
did not see that.
I think they're
They're cool.
awesome. They come in a set of 3. And I thought they were really cool, like Art Deco style. Aren't those kind of fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that.
They look good together. I think they're really neat.
What is the far right hand one?
This one?
Animated. Oh,
This is
the other way.
This is 60s. This is the Batmobile 89. This is the Batmobile 89 with the skin on it.
Oh.
Okay.
Protective shell.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool. It's just something kind of different. I think it would look really good on a wall, and you don't necessarily, right away might not know what it is, but like
Yeah.
kind of
Cool.
force perspective.
I kind of wish they would have done, if they did 66, 89, and maybe like a different, the
Tumbler.
animated series version or the Tumblr or
Yes.
another. Because you've got 2 of the 89s and a 66. It doesn't really go.
I agree. I really think that this should have been the Tumbler.
Yeah.
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 I would have
They
liked
should
that
have
as
done
well.
4 and done the new one too.
Yeah, or they could have done the Batman Forever. That one,
Batman Forever would have
feel
done
that
that.
different
one's
with the
cool.
big fin,
Yeah.
But
I think
anyway,
you need all 3 if you get this.
yeah. Anyway, I thought that was really cool. They also had a new Harley print that they showed off.
Well, the chat is saying the 3rd one is from the animated series.
Is it? Is
It
it?
seems like it is from the animated series.
Looks
That's
like
what I was
it, yeah.
thinking.
I was
yeah.
not sure, so
Did the animated series have this weird
It,
thing in the front though?
I think so.
to me, it looks animated series.
I'm not
Yeah.
familiar.
Let
with
me-
the
I'll
animated
Google.
series.
I'm Googling.
Yeah, maybe, and that I guess that makes more sense then.
Wait, what? Sorry, I was talking to. What were you guys saying? What it was?
I thought it was the skin from '89, like that the armor.
Yeah, it is. It does
I
have
see.
this like grill on the front
Okay.
of it.
So it is animated.
It looks, yeah. I think it is the animated series version.
Okay. This
Yeah,
makes
it's
more
like the
sense
front
then.
grill. Yeah.
I don't
You have
know.
kind of that 60s to 80s time frame. Maybe this is just the first of 3, or maybe the first of 6 or something. I don't know.
I don't know if
I don't know if
can
the
show
tumbler
this,
works
guys.
in that style. It wasn't as long and sleek.
Can you
looking.
guys see that?
Yeah. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love that design.
Yeah, I think that's where it's coming from. Yeah.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yep.
The new Harley print here that I mentioned, so that could go very well with the statue. I thought that was pretty cool. I think you guys talked a little bit about Prince as well. I think this was a big hit for me. I'm not a giant Prince fan, but I love this statue. I think it's phenomenal.
Yep.
I think the likeness is very. Was this 1/10 or 1/4?
1/6.
I think it was 1/6.
I think the likeness is great.
Yeah.
This was Iron Studios, right?
PCS.
Oh, PC. Oh, yeah, PCS. I think they did just a really good job on this one.
Yeah, for smaller scale, that looks good.
Let's talk about this. This is going to be part of China Joy. Did you guys see this image today?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be the Joker, right?
Yep.
You have the Batman who laughs and Batman in the middle, and then the only reason I was able to tell is the Joker's got dynamite sticks all over it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Dynamite, and then it looks like there's a hand coming off of that spring.
Maybe a spring
like
thing
right
here.
there.
It's got like a little spotlight here.
This isn't the Tweeterhead version, right?
No.
Okay,
it's similar of a shape.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting if it has the chair and the the same type of thing, but it's clearly going to be really tall.
So I was saying I wish the Tweeterhead was 1/4 scale. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, I don't know if I can display that. That's compared to the metal series. That thing is gigantic.
But you have to admit it's a pretty cool concept to have these thrown pieces all lined up like this.
Yep.
I think it's going to be really cool. So hopefully we'll see the reveal at China Joy, but they did release official photos for pre-order.
That's so cool.
And it's just, the videos were really cool. But in this case, I think the pictures look really great as well to be able to see some of these character images here. But I think Queen Studios did a really good job.
$2,000.
It's an expensive piece.
Yeah,
Jeez,
it's incredibly expensive. It is a big piece. I mean, it is a lot going on here. Is it $2,000? I feel like that is a lot.
I still think it's too busy.
I mean, you got a lot of characters.
It's too busy.
There's 15 characters on that thing.
It's too much.
It's pretty incredible.
Got another super chat. I like the back of the base.
Super chat here. Let me go back into this. Okay, we have $5 from Emerson Flores. Says Queen showed photos of the 1-to-1 Ledger Joker statue full body piece. Yes, Emerson. We actually had that. I don't know if they had any other photos than these, but this is what Queen Studios gave me to show. If you guys are just joining us or just missed it. But yes, thank you very much for letting us know, Emerson, and thank you for the $5 super chat. That was awesome. Let me get that off there so you can see it. So thank you, Emerson. So I'm anxious to see more. All right, I have a few more to share, and then I think we'll just about be done here. Let's see. Yeah, there's the back. Just so cool. It's just too bad it's in the back because you won't see it. You won't see it.
I mean, if that is Joker on throne, I have a feeling I'm going to love it. It's just going to be too big to display.
And I'm trying to remember what he looks like in the metal. Like, does he look different in the metal series?
The
I think
Robins
it's going
look
to be a metal
different.
piece.
Okay. I threw this one in here. Did you guys see this?
Yeah.
This was filming the Flash. It's pretty kind of a cool video. Look at the bike.
I like it.
It's got a nice butt. I'm just kidding.
Dropping
I
fast.
was thinking of
There you
Catwoman.
go.
Yeah.
But anyway, some kind of the behind the scenes footage of the Flash. It's interesting. The guy on the Bat bike is the same stunt guy as the Robert Pattinson Batman.
Yeah.
Same exact guy, but look at how cool that looks. It looks right out of the comics.
It's got
I love
that Murphy.
Couldn't turn, but I think that whole thing is like a facade on a real motorcycle.
Yeah, it's got
Because there's a wheel underneath that front wheel that you could see that actually was on the street.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, right there.
It didn't.
Every time I watch that video, I think of the two people that had to run away real quick before they got hit by that vehicle.
That suit looks a lot better.
I hope those extras got paid a lot of money for that.
I hope so too. This suit's very different though than the ones in the other movies. Especially like the chest plate is really weird. So I don't know. I kept thinking, well, maybe this is like the Pattinson Batman at the second suit or something.
Yeah.
But that movie's wrapped. This is filming for the Flash. So,
I was almost thinking maybe it'd be Thomas Wayne, but I don't know.
It could be.
I don't know.
Very well could be.
I was trying to look at the emblem. The emblem is a little bit bigger.
So anyway, I just thought it was interesting to kind of follow up with that. But I think the bat cycle looks pretty awesome.
That bat cycle is massive.
All right, and that's all I've got tonight for you guys, in picture-wise at least.
You missed some good ones.
What did I miss?
All the stuff from Weta.
Oh, yeah.
So Weta announced a quarter scale Nightmare Batman and put out a 360 video on it that's on Facebook, which looks kind of cool. Quarter scale.
Weta's license, is that right?
Yeah, yeah. So they've got the Superman in the black costume. They've got Darkseid. They've got Darkseid's minion. What's his name? I can't remember. Yeah, Desaad. And then also in the Lord of the Rings, they're putting out one of the best Lord of the Rings pieces I've ever seen called Escape Off the Road. And it's the scene where Frodo and his friends are hiding under the tree while the ring wraith on his black steed comes up, and the ring wraith reaches down like he senses that they're near, and Frodo has to put the ring on so he'll disappear. It is an absolutely gorgeous 1/6 scale piece, but it's huge because it's the 6 of them under the tree, 5 or 6 under the tree, and then the horse and the ring wraith up above. It's just gorgeous.
All right, let's see if I did this any justice. Is this the correct one?
That's the Joker from Weta.
Okay, so this is Weta. You said this is quarter scale?
Yeah.
So this is very good. I love it. It's got the bat cowl there. So this is a render, I believe, but I think it's very creepy and it looks great. So I think that'll be very popular. And then if I got this to work, let's see if this is correct.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
I like that.
So
He looks pretty cool.
that does look pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I like that a lot.
That's cool.
Sorry about the quality. I know it's not great. It's like a GIF or something, but
Yep.
let me rewind. I love the movement, the wind sweeping through his.
Mm-hmm.
That looks very realistic. That'll look great together. Those two together,
Yeah.
Yep.
very cool. Thank you for bringing those up.
That Lord of the Rings piece, though, man, I'm even tempted by it because it's a really cool scene in the movie, and the likenesses are fantastic, and it's a really gorgeous piece.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to stay tuned for that. I'll make sure if you find a good photo of it, send it to me, and I'll add it to the next show.
Yeah, we'll do.
So any big winners tonight, guys? Any big winners? Guaranteed pre-orders from Sideshow Con or
Captain America, Huntress, Black Widow.
Wonder Woman.
the Tweeterhead?
She's talking about Linda Carter.
No, Linda Carter. Did
She's
anybody order it?
enabling me.
Yeah, did either Jeff order it tonight?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
Once
yet.
I saw that TBD, I decided to wait a little bit.
All right. It's funny because edition size doesn't ever matter to me. I don't ever care. If it's a statue that I like, I don't care about. I know it's nice for resale sometimes. Obviously 150 pieces are great for that. But anything over that, I feel like if I like it, I'm gonna get it. But that's just me.
Chris, I just sent that picture of the Lord of the Rings piece to the group chat.
Okay.
If you want to take a look.
Sure. Let me grab it real quick.
You also have another super chat, I think.
Just FYI, guys, I did just get a confirmation real quick from John, Queen Studios. That Joker is a full statue.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's going to be insane. But yeah, full statue, guys. Full statue.
Don't go into debt, Chris. Don't go into debt.
What else can I freaking sell now? Gee.
Oh, wow, that's big.
All right, let's see. You sent 2 pictures, right?
I did.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
All right, let me go one more time. Oh, you said a super chat. Darn it. Okay, I'll get right back to the super chat, guys. I do apologize.
What scale is this?
You can blame Mr. Delaney.
It's
6
1/6 scale, but it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's wide.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
It's incredible.
It's 76 pounds.
Oh man,
God, that's
a lot
insane.
of concrete.
Yep.
There's a kind of a close up.
There's Frodo about to slip the ring on his finger.
That's awesome. That's a cool piece.
It's really cool.
That is amazing.
What is he holding? A cabbage?
Uh,
I
it
don't
looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
it does.
cabbage.
Why
It might
is he-
be.
I don't remember that in the system.
No, that's cool.
I like
It's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for sending those.
Sure.
All right, let me get back into my super chat here. $2. No, I think we got that one. Did I miss? We got the $2. Oh no, Emerson, $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Emerson. 1/4 Dark Side announced 2 from Queen Studios. So maybe that was announced tonight. I'm not sure. But thank you for letting us know about that one. So yeah, again, probably Saturday night we'll do a reaction show. If anybody, are you guys available? I don't know. We haven't really talked about it yet.
I might have to work, but I'll be done late. But I'll try to make it.
All right. Well, whoever's available, it might just be me and Jeff. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway,
Should be.
okay. So we'll pop on and just kind of see what we can see. Again, we don't really know who's all going to be there. But photos start pouring in and we'll talk about them. And if anything's streaming, we'll talk about those as well. But I know, Jeff, you said kind of the ones that you were looking at. Anybody else for sure's or anything you're excited about from Sideshow Con or anything we looked at tonight?
Not Sideshow Con. Like I said, I have my eye on that XM Zatanna.
Yeah. I think the big one for me was Joker, the Joker from Prime 1.
It's weird. I think I said last year, right before the year ended, or when I got in the Batman Sanity, I was like, I'm going to take it easy and retire for a while. And then I think I had like 4 or 5 pieces or 6 pieces.
Pulling you back in.
Coming this year.
What
I'm like,
they do.
what the hell am I doing?
I'm amazed by how many people say, well, I'm done. I'm retiring. And it's just
Yeah.
like, no, you're
No,
not.
You're not.
No, you're not.
I said that after I got my Danny Elfman piece, and I was wrong.
Now, you might take a break for a little bit, but no. It's so hard to get out of. I think you either have to go all out, like the people that sell their whole collection, like I'm going to sell my whole collection and start collecting cars or something like that. That I can see, but man, it's hard to get out of this hobby.
Well, if I have done that. I've sold my whole collection. And I bought a whole new collection. I've done that before.
Yeah. Archangel says, I think if Chris doesn't buy the life-size Joker, then he has to change his name to the average Batman statue collector. So there you go. I don't know. Depending on price, that's something that that's the one character I would maybe consider something like that. There have been some life-size versions from Customs of him that have been very impressive. If this was good enough, I would consider it. If it's 10 grand, no. If it's less than 10 grand, maybe. If it's 6, 7, I don't know.
I think I said it before. I think Queen Studios needs to, I don't know if it's possible, but challenge Madame Tussauds museum and try to put out their own museum of a celebrity.
They're doing a better job, so I think they could.
They're better than anything I've ever seen in a museum.
I mean, I don't know what type of connections Madame Tussauds has. I'm sure she does, but
Chris is a statue collector, not a mannequin collector. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's true.
You might have to change your name.
I just love that.
Statue collector.
I know. People say that a lot. They're like, I'm a Batman statue collector, but you don't have that many Batman statues. You got mostly villains. I'm like, yeah, I know. I should have just been like the Rogue Gallery collector or something. I don't know. But it's the Batman universe that I love. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm intrigued by that Joker for sure, but I just don't know. I mean, after just spending $4,000 on the other one, that's
all right. So even the one that DT reviewed, all the pieces, it looks like a mannequin. Are those like plastic pieces, or they're not like polystone or anything, right? They're actually like a mannequin, right?
He said it's heavy, so I would imagine that it's solid, whatever that was made of. but I really don't know. I mean, I would be happy. Well, I don't know.
It had to be sturdy enough to hold that head up.
That's the thing. It's like, my Batman over here, he's polystone. There's no, I mean, it's just, but
he's one piece.
That's just so different with the mannequin. But I think I would be okay if it helped with the shipping cost. Like because I've had a mannequin before. So
you had the 1/3. What was that made out of?
I had it for like a month. I had found a Anne Hathaway Catwoman. This was when Dark Knight Rises came out. That they made the actual suit. Like it was identical to the film. It was that rubbery material. And so I had bought a mannequin, like a torso or something to fit it. And it was too mannequin-y. I didn't like it. But it was heavy. Like the mannequin itself was heavy. So I would be okay with that as long as the base is polystone and the head, and obviously the clothes are going to weigh it down as well. But I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
That the half scale ledger you used to own, was that like a store mannequin body, or is it like have some type of quality to it, even though you don't see it?
It was dressed already, so I don't know what was underneath it, but it was heavy.
I thought you had to dress it. What was the one you had to dress? You had something.
That's the Prime 1 half scale.
Yeah, the half scale.
And that was polystone.
Okay.
Like it had a torso with the legs, and then you had to insert the bodies, but you had to put the arms in weird to get the coat on. It was really weird. Really weird. But Ryan said it looked like fiberglass arms and body. It could be. And Archangel says my prom date was a mannequin, so that makes all the sense in the world, really.
I think he named it Ezra.
Anyway, it's been a fun week, and it seems like we're gonna have another fun weekend as well. Again, we'll kind of stay tuned and posted about New York Comic Con. Again, I do have my announcement video coming up tomorrow for that, and so I'm excited about the possibility of going. I hope we have a chance to go with numbers going up again. Hopefully everybody's staying safe, and sounds like we're kind of in for another ride for a while. But you guys, that's a great point. You guys have a few more minutes. Want to talk about DC Direct?
Oh yeah,
sure.
That's big news. Yay!
We should have started with that. I forgot, but yeah, big news. So McFarlane. Let me wind the clock back here a little bit. DC Direct announced last year that they were done. They were going to cancel pre-orders. They weren't going to have it anymore. People were pretty bummed. They were no longer going to distribute their items, and so that was it. And this week, McFarlane Toys announced that they've merged with them, and they are going to be distributing DC Direct product. What do you guys think about that?
Great.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I think it will up the quality.
Absolutely.
I do too. And they said that they were going to be distributing prior product. So I don't know for sure if those canceled items are still going to be made. Do you guys have any thoughts about that? Do you think they actually will? Because I'm like, they said previous product. Well, do they have a warehouse of old black and white statues laying around that they're going to distribute? Or are they talking about ones that were going to be made but weren't? What do you guys think?
I'm kind
That
of
would be great if they
both.
did. Just reflecting on the comments I've seen in the groups, and I kind of see that myself. McFarlane is very controlling over what he releases, so hopefully he doesn't have too much influence on what's being released. So we'll see what happens with that.
I am hopeful that they will revisit those pieces, but I said it in my video the other day that I'm just happy because it's a great company for a great price point. That there's a few companies right now making smaller scale things like Iron Studios, Kotobukiya, Diamond Select. Those prices have crept up, especially on the Iron Studios stuff. But I feel like DC Direct still had that $100 price point, which I think that helps. It's a lot more affordable than a $1,500 statue.
Sorry, Ashley, you were saying something? Sorry, I cut you off, I think.
No. I kind of feel like they might do both, what Chris was saying, where it's previous what was going to be done and what didn't get out and what could be still sold. I think it's a great deal. I hope for the best on this. The only problem I can see is the price point going up, because you're not only buying DC, you're buying McFarlane's name. And I'm a fan of Todd McFarlane to a point. I'm very picky on his things. I have very few things of his in my Batcave. And so I just hope that he goes with the true design of DC, not his own.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Those action figures have been pretty on point. All of them.
They've been very popular.
They're great.
Yeah, there's a military series he did a while back, and those were very, very popular as well. I have several friends of mine that have those, as well as when he did the football series. But I just hope it doesn't go up in price. It's a good price now. I just hope we don't have to deal with both DC and Todd McFarlane's name. That's the only problem I would see.
If the quality holds up, I think most people would be okay with it. Because some of the DC Direct some of the stuff you got looked really good, and then sometimes you get something else.
Yeah.
And the place would look wonky.
That's true. It's very true.
So if it's consistent, it'd be worth a little increase.
That's right. Well, time will tell, but I think it's just a very exciting news for collectors of all ages. I mean, it's just like one of those things where it kind of put a big hole in the collecting community, and I think it's back. So that's always a good thing. It lets collectors have options, and that's always a great thing in my eyes. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap it up tonight?
The chat wants to know what you think of the Batman Begins premium format.
All right there. Southern Corner Collectible says, any thoughts on that format? I know you guys talked about it on the show. I think it looks phenomenal. I wish it was third scale, but it's not. But I really like it. I don't know if it's one that I would add to my collection, because I don't really collect the quarter scale other than that one offshoot Queen Studios piece. And I still haven't decided whether to keep it or not. But I don't know. What did you guys think? I think it looked great.
Is that the one that looks like Silver Surfer's pose?
Yeah.
It looks like too much like Silver Surfer's pose. And the belt is too high. The abs are wrong. I'm too picky on it. I had to compare it 3 times. It's too off.
I do agree on the belt. I think the belt should be lower. The pose itself about Silver Surfer doesn't really bother me, because I think it looks great from that still, that top of the building.
I think is it from that scene where the camera pans around? Is it near the end where he's just standing there?
Yes. Yeah. He's just on that tower.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
And
exactly what.
like I said, he is standing a little bit more up straight in the movie,
Yeah.
but it bothered me at first, but I think overall, I think it's a good statue.
The belt bothered me more.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best part of it, and it's shockingly so, is the head sculpt.
It
Like,
is so awesome.
I think it looks just like him.
It
And
does.
there hasn't been a lot of great Sideshow movie head sculpts movie wise, except for maybe that Momoa. I don't know.
Yeah.
So were you guys shocked about that?
Yeah.
That
It
was
was.
like a fluke that the Momoa was that good.
Yeah.
Ryan says you have the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman Tweeterhead, right? Yes, I do. So maybe he's saying that. Sorry, I'm having sneezes here. That, yeah, that's a 4 scale piece,
They did what they do. Trying to think of the company. All right, so we had 1/3 Catwoman from Queen Studios, 1/3 Joker. They haven't done a Batman yet, right? I forgot my point. Never mind. when I think of it, never mind.
Which company are you talking about?
It was from the beginning of the show.
I think your point was that Jeff should buy Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I think that is a great point. And sorry, I'm having an allergy flare up. I apologize, guys.
Oh, it was
But anyway.
it was the 1/6. So Queen Studios did a 1/3 and 1/6 Catwoman. So now they're doing a 1/3 and 1/6 Joker, even though it's an oddball Joker piece. So will we see like a 1/6 Batman? Is what I'm thinking.
It's possible.
That was my point 2 hours ago.
I love it. I love it. Well, I think it's about time to wrap up the show. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. And again, we will have, I believe, probably Saturday night, most likely, for our reaction show to China Joy. So please join us then, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Have a lot of great content coming up this week as well. Jeff Delaney on Secret Sanctuary. Do you have anything coming up here soon?
Yeah, I've got that Batgirl variant, probably Sunday or Monday.
All right, so definitely stay tuned to Secret Sanctuary for that. And again, hopefully Eric, if he's willing, will film something for us as well. We need to kind of compare and contrast those pieces, but definitely check out Secret Sanctuary and watch that review.
Before we go, I have breaking news that Disney has reinstated mask wearing. So I will be wearing my mask next month, I guess.
Well, yes, we were just talking about that beforehand, that I just got back from Disney, and it was great because there's no mask. People that were very good about wearing masks if they were not vaccinated. I am fully vaccinated, and so it was great to go with my family and not have to worry about the heat. But the writing's on the wall, and I knew that was going to happen. So now, I think just indoors. I think you have to just wear them indoors for indoor and on attractions, I think. So that I do apologize because I'm sure that will suck for the heat going.
Yeah,
next month.
City of Phoenix mandated it starting, I think, Monday.
It's the heat, and when I take family pictures, I don't want to take family pictures. Everybody's wearing a mask.
Yeah,
I have memories 10 years from now. I'm wearing a mask.
Again, outdoors you don't have to wear them. So that's good because like when I went in February, we had to wear them inside and outside and everywhere. Like it didn't matter. And so those photos were a little bit awkward. But they just mandated masks again for teachers and students in my district.
It's never gonna end.
Nope.
So. And anyway, it is what it is. Everybody stay safe out there. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you Saturday night for the reaction show. So take care, everybody. We'll see you next time in the Batcave.
All
All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. See you.